When it comes to capturing a product with the nimble camera movements of a cell phone, how do you do it? How do you convey excitement and energy with the fresh perspective of 4K cell phone footage? Today, we are going to show you the 5 camera movements you should know, but don't. The joy of using your cell phone is that it's lightweight and easy to move. Of course, we've known this for years. But if you're a director and you're talking to your camera op, or you're a teacher who's talking to your students, sharing the same vocabulary for camera shots is important because it helps the shoot go smoothly. So let's go over to my studio and I will show you the 5 camera angles you need to learn. The very first shot we want to show you is called the page turn. It literally is just turning a page. But before we do that, I just want to emphasize again, use your resources that you have around. You don't need a lot of expensive equipment to create this. I have one main light, which is going to light up my computer, and I've got a second light in the background to just put a little blue color onto a brick wall that I have in my basement. Why do I have a brick wall in my basement? I don't know. The very first shot is the page turn. Start out by placing your iPhone, your cell phone, at 12 o'clock. Press and hold the screen to auto-lock the exposure and auto-lock the focus. Now here comes the tricky part. You want to bring your phone below the table. You get a very nice fade to black. Here's the hard part. This lower left corner is your pivot point. Don't move this when you do your page turn. Hit the record button. There's your pivot point. Hold it flat and raise it up. Capture your image and bring it down. Reverse page turn is just same thing. We're going the other way. This has a high degree of difficulty because you don't want to move that one corner of your shot. So you're going to have to practice this a couple times until you get a very smooth looking page turn. But once you get that one take, the results look fantastic. Our next shot is the drone shot. You literally want to picture a drone that flies over the top of your product. This one is a class favorite and it's really easy to get. You want to plant your feet firmly on the ground, and I tell my students, tuck your elbows into the side. Drone your camera out over the project, press the auto expose and auto focus lock so you get a good one. The challenge here is to always fly your phone at a constant altitude. Bring it over to the west, hit record, and now drone over your product. Then you can go back, you can go west to east, you can go east to west, a nice slow and steady, go north to south. The drone shot is really cool because it gives you that top-down view, which makes your product look stellar. The Skycam shot is taken directly from the NFL. The premise here is to fly your camera low and close to your product to pick up lots of details. When framing this shot, I like to hold it with my index finger and my pinky on the outside and my other fingers on the back to give it some stability. Take your camera, hit record, and just fly low and slow to pick up all the details of your computer. If your camera can shoot in 0.5, go ahead and hit the 0.5. It exaggerates the image that you're trying to create, and the final result is really impressive. It does take a little bit of practice and lots of repetitions, but once again, once you get that one take, it looks great. Our next angle is the rainbow. Picture a rainbow arc that goes over your subject. You want to just go back and forth. It's going to distort the image, which makes it really interesting to the viewer. How to capture this shot is when you go to hold the camera, place an L on both fingers, go a little bit away from your product, and hit record, and then just make a nice sweeping arc while maintaining focus in the middle of the product. Try different heights. It takes a while to figure out how to make a good arc, but when you do, the result again is incredible. The final shot is the drone takeoff and landing. This is a literal term where you're trying to emulate what it looks like when a drone takes off and lands. To do this, simply take your cell phone and place it in the middle of your product. Hit the record button and then have it just take off straight, and then land. Of course, you can do it without the sound effects. Or to make this shot even more dramatic, you can take it off with a twist and land it with a twist, like this. And then land it with a twist. This shot was probably the easiest to learn and master in my classroom, which is probably why it was the #2 favorite shot of all my students. With these 5 camera angles in your director's arsenal, what is your favorite cell phone camera angle or movement? What name did you give it? Leave a comment down below. I would really love to learn what creativity people are doing with their cell phones. Then stick around to watch the final product video, and after that, click right up there to watch my next YouTube video. Keep shooting, keep taking great pictures. My name's Oliver Weah, and I'll see you out there on the next shoot.